Let's take a look at some more of the CSS components that Bootstrap provides us with by starting with the alerts. So we can create an alert like this, use our class equals, we always start with alert, and then we can say what type of alert is it. And we can find more of these components and specific alerts and other components on the Bootstrap documentation as well. So primary, and whatever we put in here, let's just go ahead and put primary. I'm going to copy this. We're going to take a look at a couple more. Let's take a look at secondary, success, and then we'll do danger and warning. So we're going to change this one right here to secondary. I'm going to put secondary text in here just so we can see it. Secondary, success. We'll go ahead and do danger. And then we'll do a warning. So if I save this and we go ahead and open that up here, we can see the different types of alerts that we get. And if we change this body, we can go in here and say class equals container. We can get them so that they don't take up the full screen. So our screen's really got this margin on either side. So these are great for displaying different messages. And then we also have different buttons. So if we want to style buttons, which can be super useful as well. So we start with a button and class equals btn and then btn dash primary, secondary, very similar to our alerts. So I'm going to go ahead and say primary button here. And I'm going to copy this and paste it a few times. We're going to go ahead and we'll do one for secondary, one for success, danger, warning, info, light, dark, and we'll do a link one as well. So we said secondary, success, danger, and we'll do warning. Should go down doing this way first. Info, light, dark. We'll do the link one in a second because it's a little different. So we got warning, info, light, dark, and then the link one, we got class, it's a button, we've got type equals button, class equals button, button link, and we can just put link in here, just like that. So if we save this and open this back up, we can see all the different types of buttons we have. So you can see they come with different hover pseudo classes on them, right? Just really good components, nice and neat, easy to create things pretty quickly when you have stuff like this. So let's add a couple breaks here. And let's take a look at some notifications that we can use as well, or some badges that we can use, which are good for notifications. I'm going to create a button right here, and I'm going to give it the info class, so btn info. And inside of it, I'm going to say it's called notifications. I'm going to use a span here to style just, this is going to be a button like if you have notifications and it shows you how many notifications you have and you click on the button to see those notifications. So the span is going to style that number that would show you how many notifications you have. So we'll say the span has a class of badge, secondary, and we'll just put 5 there for now. So if we refresh this, we can see we've got this badge in there and our notifications. So it looks like something we would be able to click once we add some JavaScript and tell it what to actually do. We could also do something like this. Let's create an H3, invite friends, span class equals badge primary, and we'll go ahead and put new inside of here. So if we refresh this, we can see it's kind of like a new feature. Invite friends, spelled friends wrong. Right. So lots of different ways we can start creating some cool things. Let's take a look also at how easy it is to style tables. Because we know when we looked at CSS, it took a lot of work to style tables. Well, Bootstrap provides us with a bunch of different table classes that make it pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and create a table. We'll create some table rows, and in here, table header, say ID, table header, name. This could be some like users, table header, email address. Then we'll create a couple rows. So tr, td, so the ID of the first one will be 1, and Sam will be the name. We'll go sam@gmail.com. I'm going to copy this, create a couple more of them. Increment them 2, 3, and then I'll do Tom and Sally here. Tom, which is tom@gmail.com, and Sally, which is sally@gmail.com. And then if we have this just as is, it's kind of bland, right? But if we come in here, all we have to do instead of writing an entire style for it is we could add one of or a few of these style classes that Bootstrap provides for tables. So table, table dark, and table hover. We'll add those ones. Come in here and refresh. We automatically have this beautiful table that allows us to hover over it, and it looks a lot nicer.